Hello and welcome to this video. In this video we're going to be talking about the concept of having a particular device, and we'll go into more which device later, and having it able to work with QuickBooks. Because there's lots and lots and lots of opportunities out there and devices out there that QuickBooks works with. And we want to explore which ones are actually practical and not practical. Now the reason for this video is twofold. Number one, it gives us an opportunity to justify buying certain equipment. Maybe you've got your eye on a piece of equipment, but you can't yet justify it. Maybe for tax purposes, or you can't justify it as a business expense. And as director of a business, we should be ensuring that we are making sure that we're spending our company money on the right things. And I was looking through my videos that I've done on this channel. One of the ones that did really well was when I looked at the iPad M1 and showed how that could be working with QuickBooks, and how, in my opinion, it's one of the best devices on the market, and I still stand by that. But even if you look at the iPads, there's lots of opportunity. There is the M1, top of the line, most powerful, and now there's even an M2 iPad out there. And yes, without a doubt, that will be a device that can run QuickBooks really well and do a lot of other things really well. And the experience is going to get better with the introduction of what's called Stage Manager, which means that you'll be able to do more multitasking, and it's definitely something we'll explore when it's released. But that's not the only iPad out there. What about the iPad mini, which for me, I would say is probably one of the most powerful devices I have ever used. Small form factor, easy just to throw into a bag, and if I need to I can jump onto QuickBooks or to any other part of the product. With that one device I can jump on it and I can use it for anything I need to for running my business. So it becomes indispensable. I can do the same on an older iPad as well. This 6-year-old iPad at the moment is designed so that we can actually show clients things like Zettel and Square and do some product demos, but it's still more than capable of doing things like QuickBooks. While talking about iPads, well, this type of iPad. So this is an upcoming video we've got where we're looking at more EPOS solutions over on the Bookkeeping channel, but at heart it's just an iPad. So even this could run your whole QuickBooks with no problem whatsoever. But let's forget about iPads for the moment. Let's talk about other items out there that you may not have yet considered, or you're considering buying but haven't pressed the trigger because you haven't had a business use case for it. And the fact that QuickBooks is involved may make that decision from maybe I'm not going to buy to yes, that is definitely something that my business needs. So join me as we look at some cool tech, but can it use QuickBooks? And answer that question for you. Roll that intro. Hello, my name is Patrick. I'm a chartered accountant, a certified UK trainer with a fancy new logo, that QuickBooks chap on the internet, and also head of accounts here at Bookkeeping. Now in this video we're going to be talking about technology that you may not have yet considered, but may now start considering because of its use for QuickBooks. Now yes, QuickBooks can run on all manner of devices. You're talking top of the range laptops, you're talking Raspberry Pis, Windows laptops, Chromebooks, all of those things we've shown on this channel before and working absolutely fine with QuickBooks Online. But ultimately all of those devices are just forms of computers. So let's try and think of something outside the box that isn't quite a computer. And my first concept is one I absolutely hope is one that's going to catch on. And it's a device I pretty much guarantee each and every one of you has, but maybe not the right device to do this right type of thing. And my first gadget of choice is a mobile telephone, and in this case it's the Microsoft Surface Duo 2. Why am I picking a mobile phone? Because there is a concept where you can grab the mobile phone, utilize the fact that it's now got USB-C sat in there, and have the opportunity that this is not only your mobile phone, but also your computer as well. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so bear with me on this one. So in this concept, what we're talking about is grabbing a device like this one. Now I'm setting some rules for this particular challenge or this particular video, and it has to be able to run from something like this. And all this is a USB-C hub. It's providing power for the device, it's going to a monitor, because I think having an external monitor is really important when doing any productivity. Connecting to the internet, or you could just use Wi-Fi in literally every device we talk about, and then making sure I've got some keyboard and mice connected as well. Now in theory, That means I could have this little device anywhere, a hotel room or whatever it's going to be, and then all I do is bring forward the device in question. And the first device I'm going to look at is this little bad boy here. So the mobile phone I normally carry around with me will be this, an iPhone. I'm an Apple fanboy, so it makes sense that I'm normally carrying an iPhone. But for this channel, I've always got to also look at things like Android phones. I've had a few in the past, like this is the Google Pixel, and it's a fine device, and it kind of does what it says on the tin. It's a mobile phone. But for this channel, and also for training QuickBooks, I needed something that could run Android, so that we could check that the Android app was running the same as the iPhone app. And where I absolutely love the iPhone, I was never really in love with Android. It always felt a bit clunky, a little bit frustrating. There was all aspects that wasn't really appealing to me. But when this device came out on the market, it was something that actually caught my eye. Now, from a form factor point of view, it's a little bit strange. It opens up and it closes up, and it has the ability to open up on its side. So you've got this dual screen technology. But what I found clever about this device was the fact that it had this solution when you literally plug into the USB-C port down here, and then this becomes almost a full-fledged PC. Now, without it having the PC technology type of things available, it is still quite a nice device. As you can see here, I've got both screens open. I can switch between them. I can be a bit more productivity. I could have this full one being my keyboard when this is my actual work there, and I could set it out like this and kind of do work like that. And overall, as a device by itself, it's not too bad. But it's not the only device on the market that does this. There's some Samsungs, some high-end Samsungs that does it. And they have what's called DeX mode in that particular software. But in this one, this is just all baked in using the Microsoft kind of ecosystem. So how does it work? Well, as simple as you can kind of decide. All I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this USB-C. I'm going to plug it in. And I'm going to open it up actually just so I can see exactly what's happening. But ultimately, I just need to put this to one side. Now, as you can see on the monitor here, we're basically duplicating the whole monitor itself. And as I move my phone around, or even with this particular device, I get my pen out, I could then use the pen to go through and interact with the monitor as I need to. But the clever part about this is the fact that my keyboard and mouse all interact with it as well. And in this case as well, I've even got wide internet to ensure I have blazing fast speeds as well. So I think the concept, if this works, that means that I'm able to just walk around with one device in my pocket, turn up to any kind of station like I've got here, plug that device in, and I'm off using the same device I would do normally. And that concept really gets me excited, because the power of the devices these days is definitely going to be powerful enough. If you think back to my Apple ecosystem argument of having the M1 chip and the M2 chip, which is the equivalent of the iPhone chip itself, then it shows you how much we can do with the technology that we have. Okay, so now for the big part. Cool tech, looks wicked. Can we use QuickBooks Online? Let's have a look. Okay then, so what I'm going to do is just close this one down here. And you'll see it's pretty much like a normal computer. So what I've got the opportunity to do now is to go to Microsoft Edge, but you could use Google Chrome as well. And you see it already anticipated this. And you know, I have it in the individual screens, as you can see here, it's kind of showing you what's happening. But I could even have maybe my QuickBooks app open over here, and I could use both of them simultaneously, and I could have this feature. But what I want to use is the full-blown QuickBooks Online. As you can see, I've got a full screen view of what I'm working on. So let's go and sign in, log into QuickBooks Online, and see what this experience is all about. Now, so far so good, going through the actual sign-in process. It is tad annoying that every time I want to type something in, the onboard screen comes up. But if I was to look at this, it seems like I've got all the options I would normally look at. So let's see if I can quickly go and create an invoice with no problem. I do feel quite zoomed in. Have I got the option to zoom out at all? No, not as it stands. Again, this popping up is quite frustrating. Okay. So in theory, it should be going down each time. Now, I wonder if it's because I've got that open. Let's just close that, see what happens. Oh, if anything, I've just made it worse. Other than this screen popping up, which is so annoying, I seem to be able to access, oh my, there's everything I need to. Although, all a little bit clunky. Oh. I can send an invoice. Does not like being in this view though, does it? It is very all over the place. Okay, it's not the greatest experience we've ever had, but it's doable. At a pinch, I could do things with this. I wonder if this is something that if I was on Google Chrome as opposed to Microsoft Edge, I might have a better experience. If I wanted to run a report, I seem to have all my reporting options here, so that's something I can't do on my mobile app, so that gives you a chance to jump into them. But the big one is taxes. Now, for people who don't know, the taxes part of QuickBooks Online is in a whole different section. And this is when, if you ever have compatibility issues with browsers, it's always going to be your taxes section that's going to be broken. So let's skip this and go into Making Tax Digital. But now it's looking like it's working an absolute treat. So, from what it looks like from initial reactions, other than being a little bit kind of all over the place, it's working exactly as you need to and you get all the full functionality. Doesn't like this, but I think this is more going to be a problem with Microsoft Chrome than it is with Google. Microsoft Edge than it is with Google Chrome. Let me just see if I do have Chrome on this device, which I do, and let's see if that's a better experience. Okay, so now signed into the Chrome browser as opposed to Chromium, which is the Microsoft equivalent, and still seems to be the same zooming in issue. Is there a way of zooming out though? Here we go. So on the Chrome one, I do get the chance to do a desktop site, which should give me all the functionality I was expecting. Yeah, straight away, looking much better. Exactly how I'd expect it to run. And other than having kind of these little bits here and it's not taking the full advantage of the screen, pretty much got the whole solution that you'd want to just by plugging into one device. So for me, the concept for this is absolutely spot on. I'm not sure we're quite there yet, but I think we're definitely on the road to this being something more than norm later. For me, if the Apple iPhone could do this one day, then I think we'll be an absolute winner. Okay, concept one, the mobile phone. This device, maybe not quite there yet, but definitely something that we can look forward to in the future. Okay, the next two are both going to be devices that were designed definitely without anything to do with QuickBooks Online at all. More to do with gaming. So the idea would be that this one, which is the SteamDeck, which is a relatively new contender to the market. The idea of this is purely is a gaming machine. I don't get to game on it all that often these days, but the idea would be that if I wanted to, this could be something that I could sit on the couch or on the plane or on the train or whatever it's going to be, game to my heart's content. There's a bit of a secret to it as well. And that one is just as we've shown on the other device we had. Although it's a slow charge, that's fine. We have a full-blown ability to connect it directly in here. And yeah, I could play my games or whatever I want to do with it, but what I do want to show more than anything is the concept of what's called desktop mode. So in this configuration, I've taken my normal device, my gaming device in this case, the SteamDeck, and basically just converted it into a mini computer. It's using a solution called Linux, but within Linux I can use Google Chrome, and in theory I can just go into QuickBooks as normal. In fact, it's really snappy. As you can see, we've got the full version of QuickBooks with no drop in quality whatsoever. I have the ability to create an invoice using all the features that I would normally, and I can go and run report, no problem. And if I need to, I can look at the app ecosystem, and the big one under taxes. I can unplug this, and if I needed to, I could get the same experience on the device itself, although there, yeah, that's a little bit better. Not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, I really struggled to figure out how you're even supposed to click on this. But if I needed to, I could use this to do the full-blown bookkeeping. And with a little bit of kind of rethinking your brain a little bit, you would be able to go in and do bank transactions and all sorts. It is a full-fledged computer. And if you wanted to, back into the gaming mode, and you're off to the races with your device. So the idea is that this is something that you can just throw into your bag. You've got something that you can have a bit of entertainment with while you're doing traveling. And when you get to the place that you're traveling, again, using the same concept, one cable, one connection, and you literally have a full-blown computer in something a little bit bigger than a pocket. So yeah, it's a winner in my eyes. Okay, next concept. How about a device that might already be at the place you're going to? A device we might want to try to use to do a bit of work on, but its full main function isn't anything to do with productivity. Well, in that case, what we're looking at is a device sat already over there and has been in the back of this whole video, the Xbox. So is this just too far-fetched? Well, let's find out. So under the app section is a Microsoft Edge browser. So is this going to be something that we can actually, so as you can see, I can jump into QuickBooks itself. Let's have a look, see if it'll let me sign in. Now, this virtual keyboard is going to be annoying. So as you can see, with the full version of QuickBooks showing right in front of me. Let's do it again, let's create an invoice. The online thing isn't perfect. I wonder if there's a way we can turn that off. So we can send an invoice, create an invoice nice and easy, run reports, no problem whatsoever. And let's look at taxes. Taxes are working as intended. So, overkill maybe, but an Xbox itself, coupled with, in my opinion, a keyboard and mouse, makes it so that it is actually possible to use for productivity, and in this case, QuickBooks. Is that going to justify having it as a business expense? Difficult, but it's there. I mean, I am doing legitimate work on my Xbox as we speak. So if you think you can sleep at night putting it through the business, then that is all up to you. Don't forget you can even Skype on it. Not that I know anyone who Skypes these days, but Skype is available on it as well. Maybe if we can get Microsoft to put Microsoft Teams onto it, then we might be onto an absolute winner in terms of being able to make sure that we're able to justify it even more. But there you go. The Xbox is cool tech, and definitely, without a doubt, run QuickBooks Online. Albeit slightly sluggish compared to the SteamDeck, and I'm pretty confident in thinking that that's primarily going to be down to the fact that Microsoft Edge still isn't quite up there to be optimized as much as Chrome is. So there we have it. A nice little breakdown of cool technology that in some cases you're probably already going to have on you, so possibly your mobile phone, to solutions where actually maybe that investment was something you were thinking about doing but couldn't justify, but now maybe has that justification. SteamDeck, to the solution where you might just find that technology wherever it is you're going to and might be able to utilize it, the Xbox. Now, I wanted to make use of maybe the PlayStation or the Nintendo Switch and other things like that. Unfortunately, none of those devices will actually support QuickBooks. Then what I can find is the Xbox itself. So you're kind of limited to what's going to be there. If you turn up and they've got a PlayStation, you had a look. If you turn up and they've got an Xbox, maybe just borrow a keyboard and mouse and you are off to be able to continue doing work as you needed. Conclusions. I think the iPad is still up there as the other device, if you're not going to take your laptop with you, that you can rely on to do all the work. It's an absolute dream machine when it comes to productivity. But you know, the future, for me, I think this is definitely going to be up there with what we can expect. I don't think it's there now, at least not on this device, but in a pinch, this could be what I need. As we're looking at the more hybrid world, well, actually jumping on a train with just this in my pocket, or when I think back to when I used to bike to work on a regular basis, having to take the laptop and all the other stuff with me was cumbersome. Just throwing this in my pocket and jumping on a bike and off I go, well, that's far more appealing. So the concept for me is pretty much there. Bit clunky on this, but when this has pretty much the same hardware, then we're on to an absolute winner. So maybe it's concept mobile browsers aren't quite there yet, but if we're able to have a mobile device like this one that could extend to desktop mode, like this device, and merge them together, I think we've got an absolute dream solution. What are your thoughts? Let me know below if there's anything I missed. Now, one thing I didn't do in any of these was run payroll, and that is something I want to be checking in a future video when I revisit this topic. When I do revisit this topic, I'm hoping to find a few more bits of technology out there that we could utilize. But I do have one bonus piece of tech that I want to showcase for you. I'm going to put it on the end of this video. A bonus piece of tech that I think could be the future of how this goes. And stay tuned, because if this works, this is definitely going to be something that I think will change the way in which we look at work in the future. But that's enough of a tease. Okay, again, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Was there a device out there I missed? Do you want me to revisit the iPad situation again? Maybe even concentrate on more of these lower devices. See if these can, with a little tweak, maybe a little bit of hardware here and there, can become something that you can use as productively as your laptop. And if anyone's out there using Raspberry Pis to actually run things like QuickBooks, which seems like a no-brainer, but I personally find that it becomes a lot more hard work trying to get these devices to properly talk and properly set up, then do let me know as well, because I'll be really interested to see. So I'll be really interested to see some of the use cases out there for a device like this. So there we are. As I said before, don't forget there's a bit of a bonus part on the end of this, so keep an eye out for that one, which I don't even know is going to work or not, but I'm definitely willing to give it a try. So with that, hopefully this video has been useful for you. Put comments, put likes, put subscribes, all of that stuff, just to keep this channel going in the right direction, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.
Tell you it was just for fun. And here I go, catch you later. Throwing
Okay, bonus clip times. So the next device is this little thing, a virtual reality headset. This one is a Meta Quest 2 or Oculus Quest 2, you might have known it as. And the idea is that I should be able to at least try and get some form of QuickBooks on here. Now, I've never done this before, don't know if this is going to work, hence why this was a bonus part of it, but let's go straight into it and see if it's possible or not. Just making sure that, yep, you guys can see me all right. Okay. Okay, so as you can see in front of me, I have a desk. I actually have the thing here. I can't see it at the moment, but I'm pretty sure that later down the line, I'm going to be able to see that. Okay then, so as you can see, my desk is here. Let's just get my desktop view thing in front of me. There we are. See, I had to set this desk up in virtual reality, but it seems to be working all right. Yeah, it seems to be going okay. All right. So obviously the screen in front of me is not on, doesn't need to be. An app called Meta Horizon Workroom. So I think from the research I've done, this should be the one that is right for what I need it to be. Now I'm sat down. But in theory, I've got the whole of this space ahead of me. Will it do QuickBooks? Let's see. Right, let's get you started. As you can see, my laptop's there. Oh, it knows that this is here, which is cool. I'm ready. Take it up. Yep. Yep. Okay. Now I know this has the option of just being able to use my laptop and put my laptop in. I was also under the impression that because if I've got my laptop on me anyway, I don't really see any benefit, to be fair. Let's continue. Oop, there we are, look, there's my keyboard, which I'm happy to see. Okay, so my keyboard's there, which is nice. So in theory, I've just got a keyboard and this. That's all I've got. Right, personal office. Let's go with full pass-through. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I could have everything that I see in front of me. I'm not sure I like that though, but what about latest cabin? Oh, very nice. Okay. All right, computer. Remote. Yep, that's using the remote. Is there any Oh, that's a shame. No, that can't exit. Let's go to today. No meetings. I'm in our room. Cool. So let's do that bit. What can this do? Oh, pass through. No, don't need that one. Oh God. Oh, no, got to hold on. So I'm not sure how I'm supposed to type if leave them there. That feels weird. So I get the idea of putting my computer in here, and I could go to oculus.desktop and then I could just have my computer basically show on here. I'm not sure I'm going to gain much from that. Desk is there, profile's there. I want a browser. How do I get a browser up? What rooms have I got? Let's go and join a room. Aha! Test workroom, notes, files and chat, guest access, customized room. I got breakout room, presentation. Oh, hello. Yep. Looking good. I can have breakout groups. I've got all these different options here. Customize posters and logos. So if I want to, I could put some logos up. Probably even get some Boffix ones up there, look, over there and over there. Okay, so that's coming through. Oh, go to room whiteboard. Get started. Oh, okay. I won't do that yet, but yeah, you could just stand over there then and effectively use the whiteboard accordingly, which is cool. I can change seat, so maybe I want to go over here. Yep. If I jump on my computer, I can do it that way. I feel like I'm cheating though if I just use my computer, because again it kind of defeats the point. I've got this here, so I'm waiting to use this. I mean, technically I'm now working in QuickBooks. In theory, in a bigger screen. So yeah, I mean, it's working. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, about me. What I'm gaining from this. But in theory, I'm working QuickBooks. I know everything's going to work here because I'm effectively just using the same as I would do normally. So is this a cheat? Yeah. Have I got a benefit from this? I'm not sure. I can add extra screens on if I need to. I have a fully immersed area. I mean, this could be a solution that works potentially. QuickBooks is in front of me. Net Tracker's over here. Net Tracker's over there. Oh God. Oh no. That was working too good to be true. Okay, I don't know how I did that, but somehow I've moved them over there. But really, I want... Oh yeah. Oh, that's gone. Right, so, yeah, like I'm saying, so in front of me now, I have this massive screen. And this could be where kind of the future comes a little bit, where, you know, I could definitely see myself working with this. Got my client gauger, got my net tracker up and running. Everything seems to be great. Jump over here. I can even put, you know, ask the... Oh no, I can't, because I can't see my controller. Ask the accountant. There we are. Maybe I want to just go and have a look at the Facebook channel, being on Facebook. I could even play my latest Ask the Accountant. Oh, that's one coming up on Halloween. So another one here.
Welcome to Ask the Accountant, the podcast that is made for you. Weekly podcast live.
System's going to look like.
I could have that over here. That over there, and I could be working away. Cash flow planner is my dreams. Would this work? I mean, the potential's here. Can I use QuickBooks on it at this moment in time? Doesn't look like it. I mean, ultimately, so I suppose the big thing is, can it work on this screen? This is going to take a while. Alright, so I'm in. I could create an invoice. I don't really gain much from this because it's quite a small screen, this one. I don't know if there's... Oh, hello. Oh, yes. Okay, now I can see where I get the benefit from it. Yep. Huge screen. So let's go in the new button, invoice. Call. And then, go away. Again, the right keyboard, and I would be in a much better position. But oh no. Oh no. I might be not be able to go forward. I don't think I can send an invoice. Oh, no. Okay, so can't do. I think it's more keyboard related than anything else. Oh, I might not. Oh no, yeah, okay. Alright, can I at least see reports? So currently we're not able to actually we're not able to open a report. Oops. Oh, no. That is really annoying. For some reason I can't. Oh, I could that time. Alright, so that is wicked. Especially if I go back to reports. And overview. Oh, okay, can't run that one. Okay, so that one won't work. Okay, one more time, trying to send an invoice. No. Come on, you can do this. You've got this. Oh. Where's my invoice? Let's try again. Yes. No. I'm going to send an invoice through VR. Yep. It's weird that I can choose. No, I can't pick a VAT. What about if I try typing it in? That's it. Yes. Oh, just do one. Save and close. Save and close. Oh no. Yeah. I'm going to save one. So I did do it. I think I did it. Yep. Yes! That was the invoice I did. Directly in VR. Absolutely smashed it. You can too. So, what did I learn? Well, there's definitely potential there. As you can see, just having that big screen in front of me, even though I was on here, would shows the potential of what it could be. Maybe I'm limited a little bit by the hardware that I was using. Maybe I had a better keyboard and mouse. That the pass-through technology I could see. Maybe that would be the difference. Or maybe I wasn't using the right app to be able to do this properly. Either way, you can see that the potential's there. I'm not 100% sure it fully works. There was a lot of kind of messing around and everything else for not a lot of gain. But the technology is getting better and better, so fingers crossed we'll get better ones going forward. With that being said, that was my first go at seeing if this being cool tech, and is this going to be worth your while? Not 100% sure yet, but with a few tweaks to the software, I think we could be on to a winner. Alright, that is the end of today's video. That was a bonus bit. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you think VR is the future, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.